This is Jabba from Channel V for the Seven Network in Australia. I'm fat, old, and bald, and you guys haven't aged a day.
Hey, what are you talking
You
about?
look fantastic.
Is this high def? What are we doing? Is this high definition?
Hope not.
Look at you, you devil dogs. Oh, my God. Nate, Taylor, Rami, and Dave, great to have your company down under. Exactly 1 year ago, Medicine at Midnight secured your 7th straight #1 album in Australia. Why do you think Foo Fighters have always connected so well with this part of the world?
I think it's the audience, and I think it's the vibe, and I think it's that every time we come down there, the hospitality and the people, and we just always have a good time down there, man.
Yeah.
Huh? It's a rock and roll country, man.
We always go whenever we can since I joined the band and since probably before. And I don't know, it's also the same with England. There's a certain, that was one of the first places where we really got accepted in a big way.
We just weren't going to take no for an answer, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Remember us?
We basically show up at your doorstep, knock on the door, and be like, will you feed us and give us a warm bed to sleep in for 2 weeks? And that's how it works.
Now, Nate, Rami, and Taylor, I'm just wondering, with the pace that Dave Grohl goes at, have you ever considered a coup to, even pushing him off the stage so he breaks a leg doesn't give you any rest? Have you ever considered trying to have an uprising so you could have some time off?
I mean, I haven't, but my body has.
There's an insurrection waiting to happen. It's not stop the steal, it's stop the Dave.
Yeah,
hell no.
I mean, it's funny when I work with other people and I like in the studio and stuff like that. The rate or the how quick Dave is, and I've just had to learn to go at that pace. And then when I work with other people and I'm like, all right, let's go, let's do this, they just seem like they're in slow motion.
That's the thing. And if you don't do what I say, I'll fucking kill you.
Exactly. It's like the movie. No, but really, it is a quick pace, but it's nice because on a lot of levels, because I don't like to sit around and do nothing.
Yeah, who likes that?
Yeah, I was in a band years ago that moved real slow. So I am just...
Who, Rami?
Over the moon.
What band could that be?
Should we talk about that?
Jacob Dylan. Jacob Dylan, name names, Rami. Say it out loud. Bob Dylan's son.
Yeah, he's going to kill you.
Okay.
Yep. Hey, guys, watching your concert after the Super Bowl on Facebook, seeing all these comments from people around the world who played Foo songs at weddings, funerals, watching you guys perform Everlong on the final ever David Letterman show that apparently you cancelled a South American tour so you could perform on it. What does it feel like to know Foo Fighters have been the soundtrack to our lives for a couple of generations now?
Well, it's flattering and we're honored. It's strange because, we're in our studio right now. And when we come in here and write songs and record songs, it's kind of like, it's hard to imagine anything outside of the parking lot. It's hard to imagine the reach of our songs. And then every once in a while you bump into someone and they tell you that it was the song at their wedding or the things like that. No, it's crazy. It's hard for us to imagine, I think.
But also, you guys have been the soundtrack or the view to our lives as well. So I mean, it's in a strange way, it's kind of communal. That's why that's like you said about Australia and going down there. We're so used to it. It's like family to us. I mean, obviously, there's 20,000 people or whatever. You don't
60.
know them. 60, sorry. You don't know them all, but in a way, you do.
Yeah, I love that. That's a really cool answer, Taylor. Guys, I've never been on the clock with you guys like this before. I never forget the first interview we did in Coogee on your first tour, and Dave just stood there in the back of the hotel room with his arms folded, sizing me up. Here we are. We've got to wrap it up in the next minute or so. Studio 666. Congratulations. I literally shat my pants, so thanks for that.
Hey, you're welcome.
The premise of the film, Studio 666, is that Medicine at Midnight was recorded in a haunted house. Is to say it's inspired by the mansion in Laurel Canyon, where bands like Chili Peppers, Slipknot, Linkin Park recorded, which by the way was once owned by famous Australian Errol Flynn. Is there a connection there, Dave?
Well, you know, there's not really a connection, but that does play into one of the rock and roll cliches that we sort of exaggerated in the movie. So the whole premise of the movie is kind of a rock and roll cliche, like, we're sick of using studios. Let's go find somewhere cool to record. Let's find a castle or a nice old house, because that's what bands will do sometimes because they want to get the vibe, you know, and then you wind up in the house, there's like, and then you've got the story to tell everyone, like, oh, we made this in a haunted house or whatever. So when we wrote the script, it was basically playing on classic stories like that. Rock band moves in a haunted house, singer gets possessed, kills everyone over creative differences, and then goes solo. Like, that's the biggest fucking Spinal Tap cliche of all time.
And is the opening shot of a woman with a broken leg, is that a riff on your experience of your leg breaking?
No, I never considered that.
No.
But you know what's crazy is that I didn't realize this at the time. That's Jenna Ortega, who's like this big actress who was in Disney stuff. She's in the new Scream movie. Mm-hmm. She's like a legitimate actress. And we had no idea, because most of the time in the film, she's one of the ghouls, like in the background. And they were covered from head to toe in this black thing. Like even their faces were covered. So I didn't even know what she looked like until I saw that scene.
Thanks so much, Foo Fighters. We love you in Australia. Come see us soon. Congratulations on the movie, and we love you.
Bye. We love you too.
Thanks, man. Good to see you.